Senior Enterprise is a transnational program, and the objective is to encourage a greater involvement of seniors over 50 with business and enterprise. We are led by the Mid-East Regional Authority in Ireland, and we have partners in the UK and in France. It's a transnational program, and we have received EU support from the EU INTERREG IVB program of support. We want to encourage people over 50 to get involved in business, and we are giving them a menu of choice as to how to get involved in that. They can, for instance, start the business themselves, either with themselves or with partners. They may be in a position to invest in the business informally, or they might be in a position to act as a mentor or as an advisor to people starting business. So that way, they're lending their talents and their resources to the development of business and enterprise.
I was a teacher for 30 years, but my first love was always cooking. And when I retired from teaching, I set up a company called the Mini Cake Company. I started it before I did the Senior Enterprise course, and I thought I was doing everything right. And then I did the Senior Enterprise course and I found I was doing everything wrong. So I completely restructured my approach to the business, and Senior Enterprise was really what has helped me to get my business up and running properly.
I wanted to start a marine ecotourism business, really, a sustainable tourism type business that would involve local communities. I did the Senior Enterprise course, and it gave me a great impetus to keep going. I sorted out a few ideas in my head, I discarded some ideas that I had.
We are an IT services company based in Wicklow. Senior Enterprise are helping us by introducing us to Enterprise Ireland and to other people who can help us develop the business to the next phase.
We feel there's a huge potential out there in the over 50s market to get involved in business. There's a lot of people that have time and resources, and they're looking to invest that money and time into creating a business.
In the UK, we are the only charity that works in that area. So we hoped that we were a natural and obvious choice to work in a transnational programme to promote the work of the over 50s, the important issue that they face, particularly when they're made redundant, and how we could learn from our friends and colleagues in Ireland and France.
The idea of Senior Enterprise and to develop the spirit of entrepreneurship by people over 50 is very new in France, and for the first time of my working life I'm sure to do something very useful for people, because you know that in France, and the same I suppose in Ireland or in the UK, many people over 50 have been made redundant, and they face many difficulties to find another job. And the idea of create their own business is a very good idea to find a solution to their problems.
Each of the 35 county and city enterprise boards would run on average 7 or 8 start your own businesses per annum, where anybody can come into it. But we have found that people 50 plus have a wealth of experience. They have formed their mind that they want to start a business. They have finances, they have maybe a redundancy package, and now they want to give something back to their community and their businesses.
The fact that it did focus on senior people like myself, there were a lot of like-minded people around the table. The facilitators were absolutely top class, and what it did for me is I had a lot of competing ideas in my mind. I knew I wanted to set up a new business and I have tons of ideas, but just within 15 minutes of starting the course and starting the chat around the table just helped to clarify my own thinking. There was a lot of great feedback from the people around the table.
I think one of the challenges is that sometimes you only find out that supports are available after you needed them. So the advantage of working with Senior Enterprise, and you explain your business plan, and you explain where you're trying to go to them, is they can say, we know where you can get some help. So for example, we export to the UK, but we do very little business with the north of Ireland. So Senior Enterprise were able to introduce us to the body that works, I think it's Intertrade, works across border, and there's grant aid and there's a support available to develop our business in the north of Ireland. So that was an introduction that came through Senior Enterprise.
As a result of Senior Enterprise, I put together a business plan, I put together a good marketing strategy. So now I use all the social media that's available to me and everything. And I had to learn all that, and but I did it. And I think it was the encouragement I got from Senior Enterprise that really helped me.
Thanks to the Senior Enterprise Programme, I have developed my business plan to, I'd say, about 90% completion.
Well, I think now what we've done with the Senior Enterprise Programme is develop the pilot, and we've got a proof of concept now that amply demonstrates the issues facing the mature worker, that self-employment is a viable option.
We think it has given confidence to people over 50 to try and start something. Up to this, people over 50 have really thought of themselves as possibly nearing retirement. With the demographic change we're experiencing in Europe, a lot of people are living longer and healthier lives. So when you hit 50, 55, you really have an awful lot more years ahead of you and a lot of time and resources to develop something. So it's giving them the confidence to think about developing something into their 50s.
I wasn't afraid of it because I always thought at some stage I would have my own business. So it's a bit late now, but it's never too late.
Why would you not try this? What have you got to lose? It's not like you're starting your career and you're afraid of failure. You're a bit older, and if you fail, you fail. And if you fail, learn from what you fail and try again. So don't dismiss it. What's age got to do with it, right? And use the talents you've got and use the experience you've got as an older person. Use the contacts you've got.
Oh, it's a must-do. I mean, I would just so highly recommend it. And like, I feel that people would get so much confidence from doing the Senior Enterprise course.
I'd heartily recommend the Senior Enterprise course. Yeah, absolutely. I think it's wonderful and wonderfully supported.
I would recommend that you check out Senior Enterprise as your starting point. Talk to your City and County Enterprise Board and ask for an introduction.
If people want to contact Senior Enterprise and get involved in business, our website is seniorenterprise.ie for further information.